So I wanted to talk about a hammer. So with a hammer, it's a very useful throw when you have a whole bunch of people in front of you and you want to get a throw to somebody who's wide open behind them. It's a good throw for a zone if you want to be throwing cross field. A lot of teams will actually bait that throw, so they'll shade over on this side and just make you throw that throw. If you have that hammer, it's a fantastic throw. It'll break the zone very quickly. And I can't tell you how many times I've been playing where I've put up the hammer, it surprised the other team, we easily scored. And so that's a throw when you're looking for it, when you see someone wide open. Some people throw the blade as well, but I find with the blade it gets affected by the wind more. And I find with the blade it comes down a lot sharper, whereas with the hammer you can have it float a little bit and so you can get it to someone a bit easier. I also put a lot of spin on my hammers. I hold it exactly like I do with the forehand, so with the power grip. So with the thumber you really don't want to be throwing the split finger grip at all. So have the power grip, and so you can fake a forehand if you want, but really think about snapping that overhead. So what you want to be doing is getting good snaps, so you want to cock your wrist back, lead with your elbow, and then snap it. And so to practice this, you can practice throwing in basketball nets, you can practice setting up cones and trying to hit the cones, practice throwing to people, practice throwing over top of trees, those kind of things, because you do want some height on your hammer, but you don't want to be throwing everything sky high. You don't want to be throwing a hammer 50 feet every single time, but at the same time, you don't want to be throwing it 5 feet off the ground. So by throwing high, throwing low, you'll develop that range, and you'll be able to have those different heights when you need them. So sometimes I like the low hammers, and so for the low hammers I'm not throwing from up here, I'm actually almost leaning over and throwing, so it's coming around me like that. So it goes in nice and flat, really fast to my receiver. I can get at them very quickly, and unlike a backhand or forehand, it won't float to them, it'll just go directly to them. So to defend against a hammer, if you're forcing backhand, right, so if I'm right-handed, my marker's on my right foot, so my non-pivot foot, then I can fake that forehand, fake like I'm going to break, and then I have that wide open backhand, but to throw the hammer I'm leaning back into them, and so it's going to be a bit tougher to get that off. Whereas if they're faking me forehand, so if I'm right-handed thrower, or standing on my pivot foot, I can fake that forehand, they bite on it, and then I can throw it directly over top. So as a team, if you want to defend against a hammer, if someone has a really, really good hammer, one thing you can do is force a backhand, or you can just back off and sort of bait that throw, bait the forehand. Don't let them break you, but just sort of bait it a little bit, and then as they go to throw the hammer, jump in front of it. You're going to see it. I throw mostly in zone, and I throw it mostly when someone's poaching deep. And then I have someone underneath, or I throw it when one of our guys is deep, and the deep person on D has actually come under, and then I have them wide open. And really all it takes is to just that split second realization that you have someone wide open. And the minute that the defender comes in and your person's wide open deep, just snap that hammer off, and that defender will not be able to get to it. The hammer is such a fast throw. If you're good at it and you throw it properly, that it will beat the defender to your man. So it's a great throw to have. That's the hammer.